The Blues fall into finals after Fremantle fail to get the job done. Andrew's 100 nuggets is now safe, but took until the last game of the season. The Bulldogs and the Hawks showed they are the informed teams leading into the finals. Sydney cement pole position. Port Adelaide secure a first week home final along with a double chance, and were the Pies the best of the rest. All that and more on this episode of Ankle Sore. Hello and welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and our review of round 24. The home and away season done and dusted. We'd like to thank everyone for your support throughout the year, but stick with us, we ain't done yet. There's plenty more content to come. So go ahead and hit that like button, and if you're not already subscribed, hit that button too. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get an alert when a new episode drops. Hello, Andrew. Where have you been?
Hello. I've been away, Vito. I've been away on a holiday to Europe, as most people would have known. But I'm back, right in time for the finals.
But you still had plenty of time to throw in a couple of club corners and round. Oh no, one.
Yeah, one, and I did one yesterday. So
did one yesterday, all right?
Couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good to have a break, and you boys did well.
Pretty much did. No Kerno, no Mackay, no Andrew. For the last 2 weeks.
I suppose so. But I should just let you guys do this one.
No, we were fine. We got 1,500 views.
That's what I mean. I should just sit back and let you guys do it.
Anyway. So Friday night, Melbourne 8-9-57, Collingwood 15-13, 103. Dead rubber game.
Well,
but I liked what I saw with Collingwood just finishing out the season.
Look at it again next year, I'm telling you.
Oh, no doubt.
You agree?
Yeah.
No, I'm surprised.
Yeah, no doubt. And they've got something planned. They've got something planned. I don't know what.
Mate, Collingwood's are always going to attract players, right?
Yeah.
So whether they attract good trades or, draft, you can't change that. But trades, they'll always attract players. If they're going to go to North or they're going to go to St Kilda or Collingwood, they're going to go to Collingwood if they can get there.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
They've got a few things up their sleeve.
Melbourne, I don't know. Dead rubber, I know, but geez, they look flat. They look, I don't know. Like, I don't really, barring.
Did you watch any of the game or were you in Australia?
No, I was in Australia. I did watch it.
Barring, Melbourne, yeah.
Number 35 for Collingwood is just best player in the AFL.
He'll win the Brownlow.
So he should.
Yeah, win the Brownlow.
He can't.
I hope he does.
Why can't he?
He can't.
Why?
Well, I'll explain later.
He'll win the Brownlow.
I know.
And on the topic of the Brownlow, we'll probably chop...
Pinocchio wins it, you reckon?
I don't. No.
The Brownlow should be next weekend in the bye week on the Sunday night.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I agree.
Because why do you have to go through the finals? It doesn't count for finals. It's got nothing to do with finals.
As for Melbourne, I thought it was strange that Petrarca said yes to an interview on Channel 7 pre-game.
Oh, did he?
And then on the Friday afternoon, 2 hours before going on air, pulled out.
Because I reckon he was told to,
Pulled Melbourne. Out. He said he wasn't up. This is just a fact, because they spoke to Hodgie the next day on SEN and they asked what happened. And he said, I just wasn't up to it. I didn't want to speak about where Melbourne are out. I didn't want to speak about my injury. I got all nervous. I got all funny in the... So he pulled out of the interview.
That club's a mess at the moment.
Melbourne's
an absolute
mess.
So Neil Bullen's gone, is that correct?
He wants to go to Adelaide.
Yeah, he's gone back home.
Mate, I reckon he's not the only one.
Well, Ben Brown retired.
Oh, geez, that's huge. Big news.
Clayton Oliver will get traded. Must trade Clayton Oliver.
Yeah, well, I think Petrarca might be.
They reckon he's going to stay, but...
Tough to trade for him, though. Geez, they'd want to...
Just on Collingwood, I don't know if this has ever happened, but Collingwood had less losses than Carlton, who made the 8.
That's unbelievable. No,
Collingwood had 9 losses. They still didn't make the 8.
That's incredible.
Because they had 2 draws. Yeah.
But
nice
statistically, Collingwood lost 1 less game.
Yeah, that's...
all the other teams in the 8.
Yeah,
sorry, Carlton it was.
Yeah. Collingwood,
that's
incredible.
I did hear.
So let's have a wild card playoff. Collingwood Carlton.
Really?
No, but Carlton
really, all of a sudden you've come.
No, I'm not. If there was a wild card, Collingwood would be playing Carlton.
Wouldn't you rather see that?
No, but how? Carlton's already. Wouldn't it be Collingwood Freo?
It would be 7th. It would be 8th versus 9th. Collingwood Carlton.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And then 7th is 10th. Versus 10th. So it would have been Fremantle. Versus whoever finished
10th, I don't know.
Hawthorn, which would have been a whitewash anyway.
Anyway, no, I don't agree with the wild card. We've spoken about this
fair enough.
nauseum.
Just quickly, Collingwood are after Tom Lynch from Richmond.
That's right, they are. And that's a good get.
How old is he, mate? 31?
He'd be 30,
They've got
32,
nothing.
yeah.
They've got no forward line.
Yeah, you know, he'd be all right there.
He'd be
but
great
Is
at
he going to
Collingwood.
leave there?
Yeah, he's gone.
They should try and extract Barras and or Barras or Battle. Hawthorn can't get both.
No, they can't get both. I agree with
I reckon
you.
Collingwood's going to get one of them. Saturday at 12:30 at UTAS Stadium. Hawthorn 26-14, 170. Whack North Melbourne 7-4, 46. This game should have been at 4:30.
No, it should have been at midnight when everyone's in bed, mate. I'll tell you something.
So join in the chorus.
How dare that football club call me wanting this and wanting that and whatever else? Don't dial my number, you morons. Absolutely disgraceful, embarrassing. And I tell you what, mate, on the cusp of never buying another membership. That's disgraceful. Don't tell me about checking out. You know what? You said to me 2 weeks, 96 points to Bulldogs, 124 points to Hawthorn. Checking out or not, mate, that's 200 and what? 220 points?
That's bad.
You know what? Go to hell, North. Seriously? Go to a whole lot of you.
They
Go
kicked
to hell.
170 in the wet.
Yeah.
It was wet half the game. Like, that's a hiding.
Yep.
You know, and Alistair Clarkson, gave it the thing, they've checked out, they weren't interested. You know what? Did you go to work today?
I did.
Did you have to be interested?
I was.
How tired?
Had to be.
No. How tired were you when you got to work?
Yeah.
I know when I get to work
It's
on a
an early
Monday
rise,
morning,
I
mate,
know.
it's going to be a big day. But you know what? I still give it all my best. And my boss go, yep, good day, well done. I don't just turn up and go, I'm getting paid. I don't care.
So North were embarrassing in the last 2 weeks.
Terrible. Embarrassing.
And I might have to... I had a look at those last two rounds.
We're going to do a review on
on the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, their win-loss didn't improve, so they only won 3. Their percentage, they won 8% less than last year.
Nah.
I'm sorry, they have not improved. Clarkson has not improved.
And you called
that
it.
list.
You called it. You said they haven't improved. And I said, you've been. Remember those games where they were looking all right? Gone backwards completely. And don't give me this rubbish about they've checked out. It was all no, mate.
So
No.
So is he on notice, Clarkson, now?
Got to be.
Next year?
Well,
Got to be.
Surely
Nah, got
next
to be.
year's his
Yeah,
last
at the
year.
end
if
of
they
next
don't-
year.
If they don't at least improve
yeah.
a hell of a lot, like win 7 or 8 games.
Yeah,
I'll
There's
tell
no
you
more-
what, there's
there's
3
no more-
things they need and they're not getting it.
Go.
2 A graders, one at centre half back, one at centre half forward. Because what they got now is rubbish.
Yeah.
One to support Larky, and
Yep.
don't give me any crap about North having a defender. They haven't got one. They're all rubbish. Griffin Logue can't stand up. Core, just a B grader.
But he
C
tried.
grader.
Mate, you got to understand,
And-
core, I'll defend.
Yeah.
Plays on blokes 10
Yeah,
feet tall. It's hard.
But Core's not your premier defender.
No, but it's not his
They
fault.
need a premier forward.
But if he had a good premier defender, he's good for what he,
He
does.
is, but he's not what they're wanting him to do.
No.
So they need an A grade forward, they need an A grade defender, and they need LDU signature. And I'll say it now, they ain't getting all three. They ain't getting any of those 3.
Do you reckon LDU's gone?
Why would he stay?
Oh, the money.
What?
Well, North can pay him
I'd get
more
out
than
of that
anyone.
rabble as soon as I can.
North will pay me.
Zerhard be sitting in his stew going, what have I done?
You reckon?
Because
Yeah,
I
I-
guarantee you North are not 3 games. They're not going to win more than 3 or 4 next year. They are in a hole. This is ground zero still now.
Again. We're back to square one again. I know we're going to get lambasted, but I don't really care.
Oh, and the lambasting will come from, our midfield's good.
takes time.
Sheasel's good. Wardlaw's good. Yeah, when Wardlaw doesn't get a kick or Sheasel doesn't play and
That's
doesn't
right.
kick, or Larky doesn't kick a goal, they lose by 100 points.
Correct.
That's not improving.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, top corner done.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say
Number,
the club corner.
number 9. I'm going to...
LDU.
Okay. Tell me something. Where's he been? I don't care if he gets 427 possessions and breaks the all-time record. His usage of a football is
We've
shite.
always said that, yeah.
Right? Kicks with his shin, doesn't kick enough goals. When he can't be bothered, his body language is like, I've done my bit, I can't be bothered. No. You want to go? Go, mate. See ya. Bye-bye.
They won't get his signature. Move on.
Don't care.
Saturday, 1:45, GMHBA Stadium. We'll just gloss over this. Geelong secured. Well, they didn't secure. They got
they
third
did
spot.
secure
Well, yeah,
the top
26-12, 168. Beat the Eagles 11-9, 75 by 90. What points? 90.
Do you know Eagles actually in the second half did all right? They were 100 points down at half time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Geelong.
Probably took the foot
No,
off. Probably
they
didn't.
stopped.
Cameron
because,
could have kicked 15 by all right.
because
Well,
they
kicked
couldn't,
9, didn't
they
he?
couldn't
Yeah.
finish any higher, Geelong.
That's right, and they passed GWS.
Yeah, and that's it.
They did what they could.
They did. That's
What did he
it.
kick? 9-18?
9. Oh, I don't know what he missed.
I don't know, but
Saturday MCG 320, Richmond 10-6-66, Gold Coast 13-9-87. Another nothing game with dead rubber, with 2 sides that are going to be in the bottom 6 next year as well.
Oh, this
Do you think
no.
Richmond, they're going to lose a few players, aren't they?
They're gonna
And
lose a
rightly
lot.
so.
Baker.
That's okay.
I reckon Rioli could go. Bolton. my
Move
God.
them on.
Lynch, yeah,
I know,
move
but
them on.
they
It's
know
over.
So they're going to start from.
Yeah, you've got to start
They're
from
going to be worse
zero.
than us.
Yeah, well, they have to because when Tasmania come,
Yeah,
and if
they're
you
gone.
finish last in
Yeah, they
2028,
said someone else was saying
you're getting
that.
picked 10 as your first pick or
Exactly.
thereabouts.
So you'd want to start
Yeah,
now.
you-
So, yeah.
I will say,
Oh,
Gold
you're
Coast-
in this show.
Yeah,
He's in this show. He's
I
with
told
us.
you- I told you
Cardboard
I'll-
cutout. Remember the
I
cardboard
told you
cutouts?
I'll let you do it.
Always won't carry
I
that
had
one.
one. I had one.
Speak.
Does that kind of speak?
We just forgot about you.
Yeah, I know that. Gold Coast win by 20 points.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
Nah, just I've heard that commentators the last 3 days go Gold Coast. Oh, they'll be all right next year. They won't be.
That was.
Well, they should have whacked him.
Jed Walter.
You know,
luck.
I actually
Good
thought
luck
he
with
was
that.
going to be a star, but he still might be.
Oh,
Does he know the
no,
kick of football?
Come on.
But he,
Jed Walter.
Just you gotta pull the handbrake on that.
I reckon
Give
he's-
him a chance.
Okay. Oh, I've
He's
given
a
him a chance.
big unit.
Yeah,
Big fellas
that's-
take longer to.
that's true.
become
No
good.
problem. So next year they're no good then. He's
Oh,
not
I
going to
rate
sit
Jed
the world.
Walter. Don't worry about
Yeah, I
it.
do
He's not
too.
going
He'll
to.
be okay.
All right. Okay. All right.
Lukosius will be the one that Collingwood
Oh,
should go
I was going to say, where is
No,
he
no,
at?
that's one we should go for.
Well, perhaps.
No. He's a shocking footballer.
No, he's not.
He's
Jack Atrocious.
he's a bloke from Melbourne, that number 1 pick. What's his name?
Jack.
Jack
Watts.
Jack Watts. That never made
Or
it.
Jack Trengove, wasn't
No,
he?
no,
Number
Jack-
one as
yeah,
well?
but Jack Watts.
Jack Watts had ability. I used to like him.
But he
Yeah,
was
but
better at Port when he got to Port.
He was, wasn't he?
But just anyway.
Brisbane Lions 11-21-87. Defeated Essendon 10-7, 67.
Thanks, Brisbane, for costing me money.
Yeah. Essendon rattled home at another 5 or 6 minutes.
Come on, Ange.
Brisbane they've lost me a little bit.
They were 50 points up, and I'm looking, I'm
11-21.
going, beauty.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to clean up here. And then they let Essendon kick 5 goals in a row. Now, was that just Brisbane just going, oh, well?
Yeah, because it's a nothing game. They couldn't finish higher than 5th.
Oh, well.
That's it.
Sam Newman, oh, well.
That's true.
They there's games you just
That's
you
true.
got to look at it and go, well, what are they playing for?
I'm just not. Since that round 19
Yeah,
game
no,
against Sydney when they won by
Yeah.
a point, they haven't been convincing. They
I
got
agree with you.
Collingwood
I
ran
agree.
them down last week. Essendon were running them down to a certain extent.
To a point, but Essendon were, what, 5-7 at three-quarter time?
Exactly, come on.
Mate, they're not going to win that game.
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
Right?
They
And
weren't.
Brisbane had, again, I know it doesn't matter about the shots. They had 32 shots. in
Yeah,
the
they
end.
did.
They peppered. You know what I mean?
Yep,
They
did.
power-peppered.
They power pepper. What? Jeez.
We'll
Power
get-
pepper. Now there's a name.
That's forgotten.
But look,
forgotten man.
I don't know about Brisbane. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure now. And I picked them in the flag, but I'm not.
So did I, but
They're going
not
to
gonna
finish 5th in the grid. So
not gonna happen.
Saturday, SCG 7:40, Sydney Swans 18-13, 121, beat the Adelaide Crows 13-12, 90.
Expected.
This wasn't that bad of a game either.
No, it was good, but I'm saying expected results, surely.
It was. It was. That's a good scoreline for a game of footy.
Yeah, it's 211 points.
Really?
Yep.
Jeez.
What happened to
you've changed
6
your
44 to 7
Yeah.
951? You used to lose your mind.
That's when my team wins. You'll take that win.
I'll take, if we kick 2 goals and win, I'll
Well,
take it
that's
these
right.
days. We should play in the Lightning Premier. You know those 10-minute quarters?
Do you reckon that's triggered Sydney a bit?
Oh, they're
Kicking
back on.
121,
They're back on
maybe?
track.
Yeah, I think last week they were
Yeah.
back on track. Refresh my memory.
Are they the next? Are they back on favouritism now for the flag?
Yeah, I've got it.
They'd have to be, 'cause there's no one else.
Others that we'll discuss that might be right there.
Okay.
I think, but yeah, look, they needed to kick 18. They
Yeah, they
needed to
need
win
to
by
score,
5
yeah.
goals. Adelaide are a dangerous proposition at the best of
Anytime,
times.
yeah, anywhere, yeah.
Explain to me
that's true.
Something's missing there.
What happened with Rochelle?
Phil thought knocked up with Sweet Murphy. Good handball. Rochelle clear, open, and punishes them. The Crows hit back, and he gives it right to the ground.
And then, look at that. That is just magnificent. The handball comes to Rochelle, and that's brilliance in front of goal. And get the teeth out yourself, son.
Disciplinary reasons he got dropped.
So he said the Port Adelaide supporters didn't have teeth, right?
And then he showed it, didn't
he
he?
showed it, and they lost the game
Yeah.
straight to the seconds. So I'll tell you here right now, boys, he won't be at the Adelaide Crows next year.
He's a Victorian, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm
Really?
convinced. Yeah,
That's all right.
He's a sook. He's that type of player that I reckon will just sook it up and go, I want to go home.
I think
They
maybe-
all say, no, I'll commit to the club. Of course they're going to say that. The season's not over, right? You watch
Interesting.
next
Watch
week.
this space.
Yeah, what I'm telling, I know nothing as in I haven't heard anything, but I just got this feeling, just the way he was speaking, just his body language.
I reckon at the start
Did
of
you
the
take him?
he ducks his head. He's frightened.
He's frightened.
He's frightened.
Got X factor.
I reckon I called it
Do you
2 or
reckon he
3
sleeps-
times during the year.
Do you think he sleeps with the light on or the lamp? Or the lamp?
Just the lamp.
Not the light.
A little dim.
He's not Jaden Stevenson. He's
and
not the light.
Yeah, I don't think the whole night with the light on. Maybe he just sets it for like midnight.
What about
Go
Jaden?
off.
Is he the light? Like,
Oh, yeah, he's a spotlight. He's one of those.
Or has he got the disco
Should've
light?
looked at
Or
that.
the
Yeah,
disco light?
shiny disco ball.
Late nights, booty calls, shiny disco balls.
Is that his new nickname? Disco
exactly.
Jaden.
Disco Jaden. So that's it. The Dead Rubbers out the way.
Out the way,
Friday,
thank
and then
God.
we went to Super Sunday, and it started at 12:30 at Mars Stadium. Western Bulldogs 14-14-98 defeated GWS Giants 9-7-61. It was about a 5-goal breeze.
Good,
to
yeah,
the
that-
right of screen.
And I said that in the first quarter. Giants didn't utilise it. And I said from then, they're in trouble. The Dogs play that ground beautifully, though.
They do.
Smart. They know where to play. Kicking to certain sides of the ground when they should.
Yeah.
Kicking to the other side when they shouldn't. They all know where to place it. I don't know. I just didn't see. I couldn't see even after quarter time when second quarter started. I thought, maybe the Giants can hold them out, and it just Dogs were in control the whole
They
time.
played well, the Dogs.
They did.
They're up and about. Did the Giants
They did.
potentially look at Geelong and realise,
Nah, no way.
well, it didn't matter for the Giants
Well,
No, well,
because they were going to finish fourth had they lost.
yeah.
no, but had they have won, they could have finished second.
Second, correct.
Still in Sydney, though. Like, and still a qualifying final.
No.
Oh, hang on. Second, you get, mate,
They play
home
third. They
final.
play home final.
But they're home next week.
They're playing, but Angelo,
They're home next week.
they get
because they're playing Sydney, you're saying.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
it's not
know,
really
but-
home, though. They're still playing
They're in,
SCG.
they're in their home state.
No, I
they
get
prefer
that.
to play at their own ground. I'll guarantee you
SCG
that.
is Sydney's.
Sydney.
Are you saying
Cauldron.
the Giants would have got a home game at
No, they could have.
Giant Stadium? Would
Yeah,
have
they-
still probably been at the SCG, potentially.
No, I don't know about
No,
that.
it would have been Giants.
Either way,
Either way.
they weren't going to leave their state.
No,
They
no.
pulled out Oliver Stone's not much, but they pulled out.
Is he an author?
Yeah,
Oliver Stone.
yeah.
He's a director.
Stone got dropped.
Who's Stone?
Plays for GWS.
Oliver Stone.
Oh, I don't know. He's an Oliver. It's Oliver Stone.
Who the hell is Oliver Stone?
I got my phone right next to me.
Mate, he's a director.
Look it up, Oliver
It's
Stone.
not Oliver Stone.
He's a Hollywood director, Oliver Stone.
If it's Oliver
Oh, it
Stone, I'll
can't
lose
be.
my
It'll
mind.
be last week.
Well, they just picked him up last week, so I've never heard
Keep
this.
talking.
I've never heard of Oliver.
Keep
Who
talking.
is Oliver Stone?
Keep talking.
Yeah, I'm trying. Who's Oliver? I keep asking the same question.
Connor
Connor
Stone
Who's that?
plays for GWS.
Never heard of him.
That's
That's a
why.
band too, Cornerstone.
That's why at the start of the conversation I said Stone was a late withdrawal, but it doesn't matter because he was a nothing player.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
But Bedford a tagger.
yeah, lost.
And
Who's the other one? The other small one.
Daniels.
Yes,
or Daniel.
Big. He's a big
They were
loss.
two big losses. So did they sort of look at it and go,
Come on. If you're going to take players out, you take Tom Green and Jesse Hogan out. I'm sorry. You don't take out
Just
Toby
saying-
Bedford. But anyway,
Just saying
I
that's-
didn't like what I saw with the Giants yesterday.
I agree. It was a little
There's
bit.
something I didn't like.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like, I looked at their last 6 wins. They played some ordinary sides and just got over the line against some ordinary
Yeah,
sides.
but
I don't know.
I will say this, mate. Yeah, Dogs played well. Give them credit. Geez, they get looked after, mate. Some of those players there, mate. Cody Waitman. You can't touch Schnauzer. You can't go near him, mate.
Schnauzer.
That's why he goes close to winning the Brownlow. Because you can't touch him, mate.
Kicked a nice goal against the wind.
Very good player.
That was a good goal, wasn't it?
But
Great goal.
anyway,
Liam Jones.
what about
Yeah,
him?
what about him?
Trouble?
Yeah, he's in trouble.
No.
It's got to be.
Why? His head didn't even touch the ground.
The action of the tackle.
Yeah, if he
Oh,
doesn't,
so it's the action now.
if he doesn't get in trouble for that, there's going to be uproar from others that have copped. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I mean?
this is
I
the
think
AFL.
I think he gets one for
Yeah.
it.
Why though?
Because of the tackle.
correct.
So the action.
Because every player is learning how to tackle correctly.
Okay, I've seen some.
So stop doing it.
So
Fair point.
So,
Geez, local footy blokes are tackling
no, you're
correctly.
right. You are correct. However, when Toby Green wants to punch someone, when Zach Butters has punched 7 people and got fined
gets away
7
with
He has.
murder.
You're
punched,
right. No, you're right.
punched. That's not a football act. At least that's a football act.
No, you're right.
So the AFL are kidding themselves. They're going to give players a week, miss a final for that rubbish, and Zach Butters gets let off 7 times this year.
No.
I'm not saying he shouldn't get a week, but suspend the others too.
But you
Zach
can't-
Butters has
I know.
gotten away with murder.
7
in
times
the
he's
tackle
punched. people.
category.
This
let's
is murder.
Forget Zach Butters. Like, just take everything out and just look at all the tackles and all the reports. He goes.
Yeah, in that
Like,
regard,
don't
I get
compare
it.
apples and oranges. Don't
Yeah,
compare
but
punches.
Dennis Pagan-
Yeah.
I reckon he'll get a fine, personally.
I think he,
I reckon he'll get a
do you
week.
know he
And
hasn't played in the final.
yeah, I know. 200
Incredible.
games. He
That's
hasn't played in the
incredible.
final. Well, he was at Carlton for 7 years. Of
That's
course he didn't
true.
play
That's
in
true.
the final. But
320 Marvel Stadium, Carlton 11-8-74. Lost to St Kilda 11-10-76.
What a game. What a game.
was a good game of footy.
As a neutral spectator, what a game. What a
It was
finish.
a good game of footy.
And Higgins, you're not surprised. He pulls him out of his backside, doesn't he?
Couldn't kick, what do they say, the side of a barn early in the game. Had like 3 or 4
But
set shots.
let's be realistic here. I know you won't agree. Carlton had 15,000 players out, mate. And St Kilda had to go to the last second to win that game.
But they had the superstar playing, Patrick Cripps, the greatest player of all time.
He nearly ruled them over the line himself.
You said it, nearly.
Oh, you
tremendous.
can't blame him
He
for that
was
last goal.
tremendous.
Kick any goals,
He had 7
Patrick?
last quarter possessions, 7 third quarter possessions, 5 in the last, wheeled them over the line. I know Stocker had the better of him until he got injured. He was great.
I just.
Stocker had him covered.
blame Cripps.
No.
No. You want to blame Walsh? Okay. You take your pick, mate.
I know you're going to.
Walsh is just a 30 possession player.
Okay.
He's
So
not damaging like he was.
Yeah.
is he better than most players
I'll tell
on
you,
the St Kilda
Kemp
list?
missed a sit-up from 35 metres out.
What, 30?
So-
20.
So
Like 20.
So
right?
did the guy from St Kilda a
Yeah,
minute
Philippo,
later.
he's a left footer.
Philippo.
Left footers don't count.
30 metres out.
You know they
mate.
should ban left footers?
Excuse me?
When you were coming through...
Mark Bays was a lovely lift.
Yeah, they should ban
Mark Browning was a lovely
When you come through
left
the
foot.
talented program, if you're a left footer, you go over there, we're going to turn you into a right footer. No left footers in the AFL ever again.
Hawthorn won flags on the left footers, mate.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So,
Anyway.
Kemp misses a sitter.
Yep. Go on. Wiedering played. Sard played. All Australians. What? There's no excuse. How many All Australians play for St Kilda? 2?
Adam Sard wheels around.
Yeah,
Doesn't
no,
matter.
I
Wheels
agree with
around.
that.
He's like the Tasmanian devil.
Mate,
I agree. He just gets it and bombs it, doesn't he?
He
that's
does.
fine, but he's
He
an
does.
All Australian. My point is, they had enough to win the game. They lost to St Kilda in the game
They
they had to
front.
win.
They at the front.
They
but
again, they lost to St Kilda in the game they had to win.
they did. That's right.
Disgusting. Oh, I'm sorry.
And I just want to say this.
It was disgusting.
Disgusting,
Maybe
mate.
early they got hard done by the umpires, but Carlton supporters, take it easy. You got 10 free kicks in a row, 9 in a row.
It was 16-6 and then they got 10 in a row. And
Relax.
And then someone threw a bottle and ended it. What's going on there?
What the hell's that? I don't care who done it. You should be banned for life, mate. You
No,
can't
they
do
will
it.
be.
You can't throw it. You can't. You just can't.
Just who throws a shoe? What was that?
That was
Ridiculous.
What's going on
shocking.
there?
Full bottle of water at
was
his head.
shocking.
Like,
Yeah.
what's a goal umpire got to do with it
That's
anyway?
right.
I know. They're morons. These people are morons.
That's the other thing. What's a
Only
goal
a moron
umpire?
would
What
do that.
influence does he have?
Yeah, none.
They go to the video anyway. If
No,
there's an
I'm not
issue.
sure if it's related to the free kicks. Do you reckon? Surely. What person would throw a bottle at the goal umpire?
A peanut.
Just psychos, idiots,
But-
morons.
Back on the
Carlton,
Blues,
yep.
there are blokes that are just... And look, I liked their application the last 2 weeks. They had a crack.
Yeah,
they had a crack.
well, they smack
They
West
weren't
Coast.
good enough, right? But like, Blake Acres, Hewitt, these blokes, where are they at? That's it. That's their ceiling.
Having a crack at Hewitt.
But
So-
that's his ceiling.
Yeah, that's
They
fine.
need the support.
I'll tell you one thing. I know Blake Acres showed up in the finals last year. I know Charlie Kernier didn't.
That's
so
true.
You can pop
That's
Blake
true.
Acres all you want, but
That's
I put on
true.
Charlie Kernier. Mate, kick 10 against West Coast every week. Good on you. Coleman medalist, false Coleman medalist last year. But in the finals where it counts, Blake Acres stood up. That's what
He
I'm saying.
did. He did
But
last
you're
year.
right. They have a ceiling.
They have a ceiling.
But
So my next question is, where's this list going if
Backwards.
they've hit their ceiling?
No, backwards.
Sard ain't getting better.
none of them are getting
Acres,
better.
as we spoke about. I don't think Kemp... I think that's it. I don't think Kemp...
But he's all right.
He's going to take the
He's
next
not a
step.
bad footballer.
I think he's just going to be a...
Okay, good football.
So...
Like I've said,
Then we've seen Mackay and Kerno. We've seen them. What they
That's
can do.
it, yeah.
So where's Carlton at?
No, I told you this. I've been
Williams?
saying in my club corner for weeks, Carlton are in, as far as I'm concerned, a big hole right now because they ain't getting any better. They've got no draft picks.
That's right.
Where's the improvement coming from? If they don't win the premiership this year, which they ain't going to do,
I agree with that.
they should have won it this year, right? This year was their chance. They were sitting second 7 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
I know.
That's incredible.
And they blew
They
it, right?
need to extract a Petrarca.
Oh, impossible.
No. But
Yeah, I know.
That's what
I
they've got to
agree.
do.
I agree, but
to
they-
compliment because
But I always think about what you say about their bottom tier. You're right. It gets to the bottom tier. I know every club's got
bottom
them.
5.
Everyone's got them, but
everyone's got them. I get that.
but their bottom 5 are a bit worse than what you think.
So yeah,
Like Owies. What's his?
is he out of for the final? Is he injured or
Who knows?
Cottrell?
No good. No good. Just average.
Where are they? Where are the 5 that I keep mentioning in my club corner every week? Where's Jack
Marchbank's got to
Martin?
go.
Jack Martin.
Marchbank.
And-
Where's Mitch McGovern? Again injured.
Again injured.
Where's
Yeah.
David Cunningham? Where's Zach
And I'm telling
Williams?
you what,
Always injured. These
He's having
guys.
lunch
I think
with
there are
Richie.
a lot of delusional people that think that Motlop's
Did not touch
he's
it
not.
till through a quarter or something. Is that
got
right?
a cheap one over the back and kick. That's the only time I saw him.
Ron the Goose. Oh, that's his brother.
Yeah, I don't,
Ron.
I don't know
Are
where
we
Carlton
moving
are
on?
at. But
Yeah, we're moving on.
Let's move on. So Sunday at Optus Stadium at 6:10. The scenario, Fremantle 9-13-67, lost to Port 13-9-87. The scenario was,
Yes. They had to win the game to make the 8.
yep.
They got heartburn. They took a Nexium, but the heartburn didn't work and they vomited on themselves.
Jeez, they were awful, Fremantle. They were awful. Saved Andrews Nuggets.
Loved it.
And as a result, Carlton slipped through like the ice skating Olympian that
What's
won
his
gold.
name? Bradbury.
Steve Bradbury.
Steve Bradbury.
Ah, yes, Steve Bradbury, that legend.
And it's a lot of contact. Oh! They've all gone down. Bradbury is going to come through and win gold. Stephen Bradbury.
They got their right whack, Fremantle.
yeah.
Walters and Fife. Again.
What are they doing?
Again, I said at the start of the year, remember I said they signed it for 2 years.
Stop playing these
Why are they even
blokes.
playing? They killed them yesterday, those two. One came off the bench, had 0 impact. The other one couldn't even kick a football. Fife, my God.
You know it's a big loss. Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy was
Yeah.
a big loss.
He's a star.
I thought Pearce, not at down back, was a big loss too.
Oh, yeah, of course
And
he is.
I know you don't rate Sean Darcy, but if you're going with 2 ruckmen
Yeah, I know,
all
but
year,
he's just a big body.
yeah, he would have rucked
bully.
and it would have kept Jackson forward. But then again, I thought Aliir smashed Jackson.
It's a bit hard when he's on his own down
Therefore,
there.
yeah, it's
was.
tough.
And
That's
you know,
right.
we have a crack. I'm not going to North, but we have a crack. I'm just using an example. We have a crack at Larky. Same thing. He's on his own.
He is.
We're a bit harsh on that. And Jackson, the same thing yesterday. Don't tell me a miss. He's okay, but he's not going to be Jackson's. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
fair enough.
So Port with the Horn Francis, mate, he was tremendous yesterday. I'm never going to lose butters.
Horn
Rosie
Francis
did what he
was
had to
good.
do. You're right, down back Aliir.
But for Fremantle to be
Too good.
third 6 weeks ago,
Yeah,
And to
staggering.
capitulate.
and I don't want to be Vic bias, but if they were a
We're
big
not.
name club in Victoria with, like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there'll be uproar.
The micro, and I don't know in Perth if there's a microscope under them today.
No,
but that is
yeah.
a really poor result to
It
finish.
is. It is.
To finish.
It's a bad
Not
result.
last night. The last
No,
4
but-
weeks.
no, but even
they
last
ended up
night.
losing the last 4 games of the year.
Last night you would have looked at that and gone, Carlton's, like you would have been up and about in the rooms. Carlton's lost. Carlton's lost, right?
Yeah.
You're up and about in the rooms, all right, boy. How do you just, that game, I know that was touch and go for a while, but you know when if you're watching it, which I did, I don't know what you thought, Port looked in
They
control.
were never ever going to win
Yeah,
that free. It
correct.
just felt like they were just never going to
I
win.
totally agree with that. Totally agree.
Question for you both. Can Port Adelaide do any damage in the finals?
They can.
They can.
I don't know if they could. I mean, I know we're going to go into review, preview next
They're
during the
my,
week,
they're
but-
my smoky. Well, not my smoky. I've got Sydney and Port as playing off, and
Really?
if Port win it, great. They can win it.
I
They can win it from second.
don't think they even win the final.
Okay.
Who?
Houston and who's the other one that did his hamstring yesterday?
New York.
Who's it?
Who did his hamstring? Oh, Farrell.
Farrell.
Big
That's
loss.
two
He's
of their ball users.
I know.
That's
He's a
too much for
beautiful-
me.
he's a beautiful
We're talking
ball
about
user. He's a
premierships.
great
We're not
kick.
talking about winning one game.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I know.
that hurts.
Farrell and Houston, probably their two best ball users,
Yeah,
nearly.
Yeah, exactly. So without them, that's why I wanted to ask you. Because I
Yeah,
thought,
I still,
I don't know. Yeah, all right.
I still think they can.
They got the saviour, mate. Dante.
Dante rucked yesterday.
He did okay.
He did okay.
He did okay.
They've now got 2 finals. They've got the double chance. If from second they can get there, they can get there from second.
They'd want to win the first one.
They'll beat Geelong week
The
one, I
preview,
think.
our preview is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
reckon.
be
It's gonna be
interesting.
look out for that. We've got a
Yeah.
finals preview. We're going to dissect all 4
Correct.
games.
Absolutely.
Well, there you have it, our review of round 24 in the books. Let us know what you thought of the round, and we'll see you in the next one.